everyone, I'm Tiffany and today is a special day. I'm recording this on Sunday. It's my birthday and I will upload this on Wednesday. So there's some lessons I have learned throughout the years and I really want to share you guys. And the first one I would say is that putting God first among anything else. When you put faith on Him, you release all the control, you release the anxiety, the stress that you have. And it gives you so much peace when you believe in Him and knowing that He has your back. And that's how you're going through life. You have to know that everything that will work out with Him, so you have to put faith on Him. The second lesson is that you have to put yourself first. Become selfless with your time and knowledge when you're young. Because when you're starting to invest in yourself, when you're starting to know yourself, when you start to become the best in yourself, so that is how you're going to help others to achieve their goals. How you can help others in an empty cup if you are not the best version of yourself. How you can have the ability, the resources to help others, your family, your friends. You cannot. So you have to put yourself first. The third lesson is that you have to believe in yourself. No matter what you do, you have to know that you're going to do this, you're going to cross the line, you're going to achieve your goals. You have to know that you are capable of achieving anything that you have to put your mind to it. And that's because you have to be your own cheerleader. You have to know that you have the capacity and you have the knowledge to achieve your goals. Because if you don't believe yourself, how you want others to believe in yourself? So you have first to know yourself. You have to first know that you are capable of that and believe in yourself time to time again. First lesson that I have learned is that you don't have to chase validation, you don't have to chase anyone, you don't have to chase friendship, you don't have to chase relationship, because what is meant for you will be with you. Like, you don't have to looking for this, you have to attract those things, like by being who you are, being your authentic self. And I was trying to please others. I want their validation, I want them to like me, but when you do this, you're wearing a mask that is not you, that is not who you are. And as a result, you're pretending to be someone else that is not you. And imagine if you marry someone and you were pretending to be someone and marry them for like 20 years, like acting. They just be an actor. How you can be an actor every time? Like, you cannot. You have to be your authentic self. So don't chase anyone's validation. Love yourself, love the way you are, and knowing that you're worthy of love. The sixth lesson I had learned is that consistency beats talent. When you're consistent on doing the same thing over and over again, you're beating out the person that has talent. If you want to be running and you want to run a full marathon, do you think that the person that is running once a week will beat the person that is running every single day? So you have to know, like, maybe you have a good body, a healthy body, but if you don't stick to the commitment that you set to yourself that you're going to do and stick to the running every single day, you cannot surpass the person that is doing the thing over and over again and every single day. And it's like there's a lot of entrepreneurs that is not that intelligent, I would say, but they are consistent with their habits and their behavior. And I will put an example of myself. I stick to the habits of reading and working out for almost 1.5 years, and I became more knowledgeable compared to my friends, to my colleagues. And you can notice that by the way I speak, by the way I interact with others. The interpersonal relationship that I have with others is so different because I became more knowledgeable. And also, when you do the things over and over again, you get used to it. Like, first time you will have fear, but after you're getting so many times doing the same thing, you realize it's not that big deal. The seventh lesson I would say is that you can change your reality. The way you see yourself, the way you see the world, it's what influences you and create the reality that you have. Because if you see other people as bad, make this world through the lens that you have in this world. Like, if you are positive, you attract positive. You are negative, you attract negative. We can change the belief that we have. The beliefs that your parents have doesn't define you as a person. Your past doesn't define you. Your parents' belief doesn't define you. You can change that. You can change the belief that they have for example, if they have a scarcity mindset, you can change that. You can change and reprogram yourself to have an abundance mindset. Eighth lesson is that you have to become more knowledgeable. You have to become more knowledgeable, read more books, getting more information. Because if you want to change your belief, you have to put more information into yourself. Get those self-development books, get those finance books, get those books that helps you to grow. And the Bible is the first book I would recommend you to read and will change your life. And putting more information, when you put in more positive information, when you read all those people that achieve the thing that you want, all these entrepreneurs, is the moment that you know you can change your reality and it is possible. If they can do it, you can do it too. The ninth lesson is that by changing your reality, you have to meditate, changing your habits, visualize yourself by the person you want it to be. I started to do this meditation of Joe Dispenza, and it changed my whole life and the whole concept I have within myself. And I've been consistent on doing this meditation, and also it was so hard for me to stick to the commitment of uploading a video a week. But after I doing this meditation, I visualize myself as a content creator, as a YouTuber, as a public speaker. It's the moment that I notice that it is possible. I see myself, like I totally see myself doing this, and it was makes me fulfilled. It was makes me whole, and makes me happy. I would say, like when you can meditate on that, when you visualize your that, when you work on your mindset, is the moment that you know, okay, so it is possible for me to do this. The 10th lesson is that you have to know that the moment that you can program yourself better is at the beginning of the morning and at the end of the night. Like that's the moment that your subconscious mind is open up. So instead of scrolling on TikTok or scrolling on Instagram, you can meditate and visualize yourself the person you're trying to be, because that is the moment that your mind is absorbing all the information. So you can try the mind movies. What is the mind movie? Mind movie is like a reel that you do like by yourself with all the videos and all the photos that you want your life to look like. Putting a sound or recording yourself of you telling yourself positive affirmations. 11th lesson is that happiness is found on God. Everything you want, everything you desire is on God. When you read the Bible, when you know Him, when you know yourself, and when you act accordingly to what God said you have to do, you feel free. Because if you are acting as a bad person, inside of you, you know that you're doing bad things, and you would deprive yourself to become a bad person. And you know, there's a lot of people that have a lot of wrinkles. I know people who are like 60 and they look like 30 because they have a good mindset, they have a good mentality, they are a good person, good-hearted person, and they have a good thoughts, because your thoughts create your reality. And I know people that are like 30 and they look like 60. They don't have a good mentality and all this thing in a negative way. So as a result, they getting wrinkles in themselves. 12th lesson is that you have to stay with the people that root for you for the first moment, because they know that you have the potential to achieve your goals, and you have to be grateful about it. You have to love those people that are with you on the first moment and encourage you to do better, because they know that you have potential and you can achieve your goals. So you have to root for them and they will root for you. Lesson 13, take care of your appearance. Why is that? I always say that you don't judge a book by the covers. I'm kind of the person that not always looks into looks. My friend should always say to me that the guys that I'm looking at is not good in looks, and I know, but I'm more the person that is related to the how this person, how they make me feel. The way that you make me feel, what's going to attract me. But as well, like, don't say to me that someone who is wearing a clean t-shirt, have a clean face, and taking care of their appearance is more attractive. Like, consciously, you don't want to judge, but subconsciously, you're judging that person. If they're wearing clean t-shirt or not, if they have a good face, if they have a clean, like clean hair, that influence the way you see others, that influence the way you make friends, that will influence the relationship that you're looking for. Lesson 14 is that you have to be authentic, be who you are. Just a couple of months ago, I went for a date and I was not being authentic. I was scared that this person doesn't accept me for the person I am. So I was afraid of being bold. I was afraid of being who I am and being my authentic self. But in reality, you had to be authentic. You had to be who you are in order to attract those people that align with your values and morals. And there's no need for you to pretend. You had to realize that, imagine that I'm with this person for many years. I get into a relationship, but I'm wearing this mask that I'm not who I am. So I had to pretend someone that I am not. I cannot imagine myself acting as a person I'm not for 20, 30 years. So you have to know that when you are authentic, you will attract those people that align with you and love the way you are. And as well, you have to accept the person who you are and love the person that you are. You don't have to fit in any group that doesn't accept you the way you are, because it's so tired to pretend someone that you are not. Lesson 15. The goal and achievement that you want is on the other side of the fear. Everything that you don't do is separate you from achieving your goal. It's separate from you to become your higher self, because fear is only a bridge that we didn't cross. But at the moment you step outside of your comfort zone, you realize how much fulfillment that it brings to you, because you know that you are more capable than you thought. When you do the thing that you said to yourself, and you do that, and you do the difficult thing, you know that, okay, so it's possible for me to do that. It's possible for me to speak in front of like 100 of people. And I did it, guys. Like, I speak in front of 200 people. I speak in front of like 20, 30 people with confidence. At first, I felt like really worried and scared. When I crossed the bridge, I realized it's not a big deal. And everyone's nervous, and it is okay for you to be nervous as well. But when you cross the line, you feel so much fulfillment. You just know that, okay, so if I did this, I can do more. So it's possible for me to do more. And guys, as well, like, I went last year to Germany. I went for a trip. And I went to Tegernsee, where they have a lake, and also they have sauna. And you know, in Germany, the sauna that they have is like, is without clothes. They said that this is a sauna that is without clothes. And I said, okay, no worries, because I said to myself that this is the first time experience ever, and this life is so short for me to have fear and not do these things, because what's the point of me worrying about it? Like, what will happen? Nothing. I would just be with people that doesn't have clothes, and that's it. It's embarrassing. At first, it is embarrassing, but you just get used to it. Just by trying again and again, you just get used to it. I went to the sauna, and I told you guys, like, I was the first Chinese person ever on there, and I was the youngest on there, because fear doesn't stop me from doing that. Fear doesn't stop me from doing the thing I want to do. Like, after that, you experience so much fulfillment. You experience that, you just know that, okay, that those things doesn't stop me from getting better, from achieving my goals. And it gives you so much confidence by doing that. Like, guys, by doing the thing that you care the most, give you the most confidence ever. Number 16, enjoy your time alone. Like, you born alone, you will die alone. So the person that you're going to spend the most time is with yourself. Why you don't enjoy your own company? You have to know that this life, the person that is going to be with you every single day is you. If you don't love your own company, how you can enjoy your time with others? Because once you know who you are, once you know what do you really want, once you know the values and morals that you have, you will love the person you are. You will love the time you spend with yourself. 17, find who you are and find out what you want in this lifetime. Find your definition of success. because the definition my parents has for me is that I have to open a lot of restaurants, I have to open a lot of bazaars, I have to do all this business, physical business. Before I thought that that's what I want, what's my life have to look like, but it's not. You have to define who you are. You have to define your principle as a human being. You have to define what you want is life like. First, you have to know yourself. Second, you can find out what do you want. And when you find out what do you want, is the moment that you stick to it and be proactive and looking for the opportunities that you want to have. Number 18, invest in experience. Why is that? I have grown out in a very, very materialistic world. I will grow out in a very, very traditional family where we put so much importance on material stuff, and we value more the material stuff than the meaning of everything that we have. Because when people give you a gift, it's the meaning that the gift has, it's not the value of the gift has. And every single penny that you invest in the experience, in every single penny that you invest in trips, every single penny that you invest in your knowledge, in your growth, in experience like playing piano or playing a sport, those things that is will remain the moment that you die. But there's things that you earn, like the things that you own, it doesn't matter the moment that you die. Last year I traveled to so many places. I traveled to Germany, Italy, and Czech Republic. I not regret about it. Like every penny that I put it on there, I did not regret. I have the best time ever, and I enjoy looking all these places, and I enjoy the experience that it brings me. And also you're getting to know all those people, how they live, how they think, and how they behave, and that's worthwhile. Like for me, it's worth anything, the experience that you earn on that. Okay, 19. This was hard for me because I was a people pleaser before, and I thought that I had to treat everybody well. I had to treat everybody with kindness, even though they don't value me, even though they don't want to invest time in me. But I realized it's not. You cannot waste time on people that doesn't want to grow. You cannot waste on people that doesn't value your time, your energy, because what you bring to the table is a lot. Like when I started to know what I bring to the table and the energy that I have and the person I am, because I'm pretty valuable. Like I know this. I know I have a lot of things that I can bring to the table. So why I will waste time with these people? Because I was done before. I didn't know that. Like I had to please others. I had to seek their validation. I had to do everything for them. Like I will practically looking for them. I would make plans. I would do all these kind of things for them. I will buy them a lot of great gifts. But if they don't value you, if they don't care about you, what's the point in wasting time on them? Why don't value the person that value me? They think my time is worth a lot. They think that I'm valuable as a person. They know that I bring a lot to the table. Why don't invest in them instead of investing on those people that doesn't value me at first? What's the point of me to waste all this time? And if they don't want to grow, why are you wasting more time on them? Lesson 20. Not everyone will receive your kindness and gentleness with compassion. And they don't have to, because they don't owe you anything. It is your job to be kind. It is your job to be good-hearted, because this is who you are. So I'm doing this because I am kind, I am generous. But doesn't mean that they have to reciprocate to you, because that is who they are. And I thought that it was a obligation that all these people had to have, but it's not. They don't have the necessity to, and they don't have the obligation. Lesson 21. If you truly want to change, you have to take awareness of your actions. You have to take awareness of your flaws if you truly want to change your reality. Because you don't change something that you don't see as a flaw. You don't change the behavior that is making you worse. You change something that you know that it is wrong for you to do. Once you're starting to take awareness, the moment that you will change and you take action to change the behavior that you have. So that is how as well you change your reality. The last lesson I had learned is where I learned from the Bible, and I had learned in this book that it calls Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. Don't judge anyone, see everyone as a whole, see them in you because everyone has something that you have. See them as a whole and receive them. Don't judge and be kind to everyone. Because once you see everyone as a whole, as one, is the moment that you will be more compassionate, that you will be more kind and generous to others. And that's what God wants us to be. I hope you like this video, and if it worked for you, this lesson, I want you to share on the comment, give this video a like, and see you on the next, guys.